Kristy and Ben Schwartzman, it is so nice to have you on the podcast.
Yes, thank you so much for having us.
Inviting us down.
You're the first couple we've had on this series of the podcast. So
wow.
A couple things. First of all, you're entrepreneurs, realtor.
Yes.
Both extremely ambitious in what you do, right? And so it opens up a whole lot of questions, right? Like, how do you balance, being married and having a company together? Because you launched a supercar service, right?
Yes, correct.
Right. So let's talk about that first, and then we'll get into how your realtor experience plays into this whole new enterprise. So let's talk about it's a supercar service, which is so unique to Orange County, right?
Yeah.
We don't have those in Colorado. So
apparently Newport has the highest ownership of exotic cars in the country.
Really?
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised? And they're always clean. Maybe it's you guys cleaning them.
Right. Yeah.
The owners are just usually super meticulous. So they have like their special car cleaners. Some of them are like, don't clean my car because you'll get it scratched or whatever.
Oh my God.
It's pretty wild.
We don't do that in Colorado. It's all dirt all the time.
I actually grew up in Durango.
Did you really?
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite places in Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's beautiful. They've revitalized that downtown area. So it's got kind of a Santa Fe vibe and lots of art galleries.
We haven't been there in a while.
Oh, you got to go back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think my sister's there right now, actually.
It's a cool place.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Glad to grow up there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been in Southern California for probably 15 years now. Actually, my first job was down this way in San Clemente. I worked at a little independent shop. We did Toyota, Lexus, Honda, Acura. So I kind of got to learn how the small business side works a little bit. I also knew from a young age I didn't want to do like the 4-year traditional schooling. So automotive seemed like a good avenue for me to go. It's just a lot of opportunity and can kind of make what you want out of it, really.
Yeah. Was it a passion? Like the car thing and all of that?
Somewhat, yeah. In high school, I took like this welding class that got me kind of into the automotive world.
Like fabricating.
Yeah, just building stuff. And I was always into like Legos and stuff when I was a kid. So it made the most sense in my mind. And that's kind of, my parents were super supportive of it too. I went to a 2-year automotive school in Phoenix and then moved out to Southern California.
Where all the supercars are.
Well, that kind of just naturally evolved. I mean, started at a little shop, Toyota, Lexus, just learning how to deal with clients and working on the cars at the same time. And then I did work at a dealership for a few years, an Audi dealership. So that was good for factory training purposes and just learning kind of the processes there. And I realized it was just kind of a lot of politics and weird and like it kind of plateaus super quick. Like there's not any room to grow or whatever. Like you get the training, you can learn a new car, but you can only go so far, right? Like
service advisor
or like even service manager, and like then you're capped out. Like so
it's not a role for you either.
Just like, I don't know, it just seemed better. Like I realized some of the best techs they had were certified as the best techs were like really not even that great. So I was like, this is.
So you saw like an opportunity
exactly.
in the market.
Exactly.
And what is the name of the supercar service?
Our shop's called Trofeo Imports and we're in Huntington Beach.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So you left a more, bureaucratic establishment, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And like you saw this opportunity. So what are the steps you took? Did you just like break free? Was it like, I'm out of here? Or did you how did the whole supercar thing come to pass? And you're you are very much a part of the brains behind the operation.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. I would not be.
Well, first he went to 2 more independent shops. So, I mean, you can tell to that. Another Audi. Volkswagen.
Yeah, I went straight from the dealership to an independent Audi repair shop, which was nice to get back to that independent side so I could learn like the small business side of things, like dealing with the clients, managing parts, inventory, ordering parts, inventory, and like the transactions with the money and upselling and sales. So instead of at the dealer where you're just in the back working on the car, you don't even get to meet the clients. And it seemed weird. I didn't like that structure at all. So I like to have that one-on-one relationship with the clients, and like then you can build that trust with them and I don't know, it just seemed
Yeah, like
odd.
a logical
yeah.
progression for you. Like, do you consider yourself, I know you are an entrepreneur, right? Like, do you consider yourself an entrepreneur?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I don't know. It's
Really?
just like, no, I
You still don't consider yourself an adult. Though.
I know. It's like, I'm still trying to figure out
when does that happen?
when does
do you
that
become an
switch
adult?
turn on?
Yeah.
Like, I remember when I was young, looking up to like almost like 40-year-olds and like, oh man, these people are so old and wise. Like, I'm like almost
Old.
40 now. I'm like, wait, when do I know I'm an adult?
Yeah, so maybe you'll never admit that you're an entrepreneur, but
Yeah.
what you did is very entrepreneurial,
Yeah.
right? Right?
Yeah.
And okay, so let's talk about your role in this operation, right? So you're a realtor
Yes.
with Oppenheim.
With the Oppenheim Group.
Yeah, the Oppenheim, which is if you know, for those who don't know, it's like the real estate organization in Orange County.
Not just Orange County, we have LA, San Diego, and Cabo San Lucas. And we actually just found out we are the highest followed brokerage. So we are the
Really?
most, above
because people
Ryan
like to look
Serhant.
at all the pictures.
Yeah.
Of the,
Right.
So collectively as a brokerage, we have the highest following, which is
Oh,
wow.
like above Ryan Serhant, above,
Did
or
not know
Serhant,
that.
I don't know how to say, above, what is it? The agency, above all of them. We actually just found out we're the highest.
why does that matter? Does that actually result in sales, or is
So
that
it's
like
exposure, you know,
Yeah.
so you have more eyes on the brand.
Right.
So it's between all of our agents. I don't know what it is. I guess maybe the show has evolved and our agents also get that following. So I don't know, but it's great.
beautiful, right? Like I'm sure there's a lot of looky-loos because
Oh,
the
yeah.
work that you guys do on social
It's
media
crazy.
is stunning.
Yes.
Right. It's jaw-dropping.
Yeah.
Like I don't know if you use drones or how you get all of that footage, but it's like little movies.
Yeah. So Jason is like, he's very particular with the brand. So we're all about aesthetic. So it's always top of the line. Everything that we do, whether it's a $1 million house or $30 million house, we always kind of have that same layout.
Yeah.
So it gets eyes on it and it helps. You know?
Yeah, it does. And it's just, it's just luscious and scrumptious to look
Yes.
at. Right. So you have this experience with Oppenheim, and like, how are you using, your experience as a realtor, with the new entrepreneurial, we're going to call it that for now, Ben,
I like it.
enterprise.
So you're an independent contractor. So you are running,
your own business.
Yeah, you're running
Yeah.
your own business. So I think and it's also the sales aspect, right? So I'm able to bring that into the shop. So he's able to do all the wrenching and get all the cars out, but I'm able to bring in the business and the business.
So you're
side
like
of things.
leveraging your Rolodex, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's actually been very helpful, like the crossover
That
between
is so
the
smart.
luxury real estate brand
Right.
and our brand.
Yeah, there's just, they intersect, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So
So I've actually taken a little bit of a step back from real estate and I'm helping him like basically run the business.
well, I mean, it's just
So-
us too, and then
Yeah.
we take our daughter to the shop 3 days a week. So
She loves cars.
That's so cool.
she's
Yeah.
1.5. She like rides her little bike around through the shop.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what you like to see. Young
So
entrepreneurs.
I've always been passionate about cars.
Yeah.
So this
I
kind of
read
went
that. Like,
hand
you
in
guys
hand.
are very hard to find information on,
Oh.
right? Well, first of all,
That's
I thought
good,
you
right?
were Benny. You're Ben. But, like your love of cars is not a new thing.
Oh no.
Yeah.
I grew up around cars. So my dad was a mechanic growing up. So it was more of the muscle cars, but I was always in the garage with him. He always had side jobs and I just have always loved cars. And then growing up, I mean, I always say that if I could have any job in the world, it would be race car driver.
Yeah, me too.
It would be so fun. Like no money involved, whatever
Right.
it is. Like even
Just
if
a
I
helmet,
yeah,
Yeah.
just a
wild
helmet.
open roads,
Yeah. So when we go on rallies, I actually am the one that drives. So
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I sit
What's
shotgun.
that about? You
She's
should
better.
shotgun.
She's a better driver. Like,
I'm an assertive driver.
I like when we have more than like 15 cars, it stresses me out because people like slow down and block traffic,
Yeah.
and it's just like, I can't stand
It's
it.
kind
So-
of a people pleaser side of him,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
great in business
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
customers, but it's not great in that environment. So like we're part of this club called Fast Lane Drive. So we go on these rallies, these organized drives, and you stop and do some media stuff and like drone footage.
Right.
And people love seeing all of
Yeah,
these
like
cars. Like
15
most people are
supercars,
like
20.
phones out, like, oh
yeah,
my
like
God.
like rubbernecking.
They love it, but he's always like, "Oh, we're stopping traffic."
Yeah,
Like,
it
what?
drives me- it drives
He
me
doesn't want to.
crazy.
my blood pressure.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to inconvenience anyone. But I'm like, they love it. Most people love it.
Absolutely.
So I'm behind the wheel.
Yeah,
He's like,
it's just
he'd be
better.
like, let's just go back. Let's just meet them at the destination.
Yeah, we'll be fine.
So, okay. So go back to how, so you're stepping back a little bit from real estate,
Yes.
leveraging what you've built,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And putting it all into this business that you guys run as a couple. So,
Yes.
right. Like, was this planned?
No.
Was it? Okay.
Actually, in fact, he did not want me to be part of the business.
Yeah, when we first started, I was like, yeah, you can do real estate. I'll do this all by
I
myself.
think that he was concerned, maybe it would sacrifice
The
our
risk.
marriage.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Like we would maybe butt heads or I don't know.
It is a risk.
it's like there's
Right.
so many horror stories out there of like, oh, I worked with my wife or I worked with my
Yeah,
husband,
and
and
it
now
led
we
to
like
divorce, yeah.
hate
Yeah.
each other, you know?
Yeah.
So
And there are a
I
ton
was
of those.
super worried about it. And honestly, like the dynamic is so perfect because she handles all like the getting permits we need, all this stuff that I had no idea
Yeah.
in for really.
Yeah.
And then she's been on top of it, nailing it every time, and just like trying to hire employees, even like all this new stuff. I have no idea. Like
That's honestly been the hardest thing
it's
as a business
insane
owner.
trying
Which
to
one?
Hiring
Yeah,
employees.
like
Yeah.
especially
Talk
in
to me about
California.
that. Like, why is it so
So-
challenging?
Not only do you have to trust, California is very tough, but there's also a lot of people that are you have some people that are like going to take advantage of the employee laws, right? Like, oh, I need to have my break or I need to do this.
Right.
So not only finding the right people, which we did find the right person, but then you have getting approved with unemployment. We're offering a health benefits to this person. And then
All of
what
this
else?
stuff.
There's
Oh, it's
workers'
just- you
comp,
don't
there's
realize
payroll, there's
all the
there's
HR
so
stuff.
much.
There's
All
a
the
lot
HR.
of money that flies out of your pocket before you get to see
Exactly.
anything.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then
Especially
realizing
in
how
California.
much taxes you're paying to just hire
Hire
the
this
employee. I'm like,
person.
wait, can we just pay them cash? But obviously we can't,
I mean, you could.
We
Yeah.
could, but we
It
would
would
like
be
to
bad.
be a lot. We would like to stay,
In the good graces.
yes, in
Yeah.
the good grace.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So-
We want to make sure we stay in business a long time.
Yeah. I mean, it seems like you're laying the foundation, but I love what you just said. Like the hardest thing, like hiring. And I hear
Yeah.
that
Man.
all the time.
Yes.
What are some of the other challenges? And we're going to get into the partnership part in a second,
Okay.
but other challenges of, like kind of just starting your own business. It is a risky thing to do. So
It's-
what are some of the other
It
challenges?
took me 15 years to gain the self-confidence
Yeah.
to do this. Like several different independent shops where I was watching the whole situation. And then finally at this last one, I realized it was time, and I saw the owner and I was like, yeah, just the way everything was going, I was like, I think I can do this. Like,
Yeah.
It's time for us to
What was
buckle
the
up.
turning point? Like, did you get more confidence? Because confidence is a
Big-
big deal
It is.
when you're
Yes.
starting your own.
It was
thing.
definitely that, like just being able to handle situations with like diagnosing vehicles, explaining to clients, and making sure the whole transition,
Right.
the whole process goes through smoothly. Everybody's happy. And after 5.5 years of doing that at this other shop, I was like, all right, I think I can do this now.
Yeah.
And so we kind of talked about it. We were like even talking about moving out of state to start something. Just we had a newborn.
California's
yeah.
crazy.
It is a really challenging place to do business.
It
I mean,
is.
it is wonderful. It is
Yeah,
a
it's
great
beautiful.
place to
Oh,
live,
yes.
raise kids.
Yeah.
I mean, the ocean is right there.
Yes.
But for businesses, it comes with its own
Mhm.
set of obstacles. It's expensive.
But this opportunity kind of fell into our lap.
Oh, it
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
Okay.
So she had just sold a house. Actually, we had some capital. And
Oh, yeah,
we,
this is a good part.
a client came into the last shop I was working at and wanted to get rid of this Bentley. So I was like,
I do that all the time. Right?
Yeah.
Like-
I was like, babe, we need to buy this car. There was some sweat equity in it. So I bought this car, put,
A lot of hours into it.
probably 100 hours of restoration work into
Wow.
it. We ended up flipping it, and that gave us the capital we needed to get into our business.
So you didn't take out a loan or anything. You
Nope.
self-funded, you
Yep.
bootstrapped.
Yeah,
Yes.
so it's been stressful.
Yeah, it is stressful.
But it's nice knowing that it's like, it's
You
ours.
own it.
Yes.
It's all yours.
It's ours.
Yeah.
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 That's
Um,
empowering.
Yes.
And so, yeah, like a friend of mine owns the shop right next to me, and they told me these guys are kind of dispersing, leaving like this. It was already an exotic shop before me too, so that was kind of
okay.
helpful. So I got some trickle in
Yep.
to help. And then I negotiated with the guy that was there before me. He wanted to stay on the lease for another year to close out his business. So it kept my overhead low and kind of learned what he was doing. And so we're carrying that on now too.
And now we officially took over the whole entire shop.
So so we got a year to build business, and then we bought out the rest of the equipment and all that just at the beginning of May. So.
Are you seeing any shifts in your business just based on the economy? Like what kind of impacts are you seeing? I mean, Newport is in its own bubble. So
and when you own an exotic car, you're not seeing as much of that
I guess
impact.
that's
I
true.
would say the impacts are more on like parts and stuff.
Yeah,
like,
with tariffs.
With the
we
tariffs.
saw a little bit of that, but still with this clientele, it's still kind
Doesn't
of like,
matter.
It's kind of nice.
It's sort
You
of
know what I mean?
recession
Yeah.
proof, tariff proof.
Yeah.
As long as you treat them right and they trust you, like it's good.
And you did that because you didn't just show up one day as
I'm gonna
an
start this,
exotic car, right? Like
Yeah.
you had a portfolio of work, right?
Yeah.
So that's one thing that he didn't do was take clients from the last business.
Ah.
So he was at an exotic shop for 5.5 years, and he's such an honest person. He didn't take the clientele. I mean, there was a couple people that followed, but they were like his loyal customers.
right.
They
and-
thought I owned the last shop.
Oh, yeah.
So they're like, all right, well.
That's helpful.
Right.
Yeah.
So that was a hard thing, was like not starting with a book of business.
Yeah.
And starting and
That's
and,
really hard.
but
So-
we can sleep at night. We
Yeah,
didn't do
right.
anything. We didn't do anything
untoward.
exactly.
Yeah.
So we built this business, and with his reputation and us being honest, our reputation just brings in more people.
Yeah.
So now it's starting to really
Is it a
snowball.
word of mouth business, or do you go out
Absolutely.
there and brand, like market?
A little bit of both, but right now we're all word of business. We did some Google Ads type of thing, but we didn't notice a huge influx in business at that time.
Yeah.
We
I think
made-
word of mouth is the most
yeah.
powerful kind of marketing.
With this
there is.
clientele, they want to trust you.
And
with their
it's a pretty tight knit community, really.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's several well-known shops in the area, but like once you screw somebody over, that goes, it's like
it goes
Yeah.
sideways.
it trickles down quick. So yeah, it's a really tight knit community, the little car culture we're in. So
Yeah.
it's been quite the journey.
Yeah. No, it's really an amazing story. And so where do you go from here, right? Do you expand? Do you just keep building your book of business? Like how do you see this unfurling in the future?
Next is hiring a couple people to help
The
me
hiring,
out.
back to the
More hiring,
Yeah, I've been
Because right now he's the only tech in the back.
Yeah.
And so it's a lot on him.
Yeah.
You know,
I've been
especially
working
he
till,
was like,
midnight.
oh yeah, he doesn't come home until after midnight every night. So
sucks.
it's nice that I get to work with him and I see him during the day.
Yeah.
But also I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
you know, but it's like he's pulling out engines and doing big jobs. And then in the meantime, you have these small services. It's like, okay, we could use some help just at least getting those out.
Yeah.
Just getting cars out quicker.
Yeah.
Because we don't like to just sit on cars.
Yeah.
No. Sitting
No.
on cars is not good.
No, we
especially those kind of.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask you, jump in. What is the craziest fuck up anyone has made that you've seen on an exotic car?
I mean, I've heard of stories of people like crashing them right when they get delivered to like the dealerships and stuff. Yeah. Like I think at
Didn't the
Audi-
previous shop that we have, didn't they crash one on the street?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. And like, I think at the Audi dealership, they like one of the lot porters took one of the R8s out and it was a little wet and turned the traction control off and spun it into a curb. There's all kinds of crazy stories like that.
Yeah.
So it's just like,
the other day we found a socket in the AC. What was it? The AC.
the blower motor. Yeah.
You
So-
find stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's like a surgeon leaving a hammer, you know,
Inside the body, right?
After surgery.
yeah.
Right.
Scalpels in the body. I'm like, what's that?
My knee feels a little weird.
I've seen people like break piston rings and reuse the old ones because they broke them.
Yeah.
So it's just like, I don't know. I've broken a window on an Aston Martin before trying to put a new window regulator in. The bolts, if you get a little too, because like if it's too loose, then the window moves and rattles. But
Yeah.
if it's too tight, it explodes. I've done that before. And that's embarrassing one and then expensive too.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's the thing. Like,
Hazard of the trade.
yeah, I know. Like
You
you break
get to know the
you
little
break a
quirks
windshield
of-
on a Honda and it's
I mean, what
a couple
$100
$100 bucks.
Yeah.
You break a windshield on a Ferrari or a Lambo, you're out
$5
$5,000.
Oh my God.
10 grand. I don't know, just
So
depends.
how did you approach, like, it brings up a really interesting question, like how you like in that industry, like what does the insurance situation for your business look like?
We were able to find insurance pretty easily, luckily, but we definitely don't want to use it because once you do, you're really screwed.
You're over it.
Especially in
Yeah.
California right
Yeah.
now with everything that's going on with insurance.
Yeah.
You don't want to file a claim.
Yeah.
We found
No.
somebody like word of mouth, and he was able to get us a decent policy.
That's amazing.
Yeah, for a good price. But yeah, like I've heard, as soon as you make one claim, you're screwed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like,
It like
any insurance
immediately
these days.
quadruples the price of your
Yeah.
insurance monthly. So
Yeah.
so
It's
far,
almost just worth it if there's a mistake you just pay out of pocket.
yeah, you gotta like weigh it out. Yeah, like
Which is going to
yeah,
cost more in the
exactly.
end.
Right.
So-
Right. Which could be pretty high with these cars.
Yeah. No, it's just so, it's a delicate
Oh,
artistry.
That's
that
the
you're
thing,
dealing
yeah.
with.
Like it's all nuts and bolts at the end of the day, but these ones you just have to be a little extra careful
Yeah.
with because it is very costly. If you mess up.
Yeah. No, but it's intriguing. you
Yeah,
know?
I mean-
Like it's just really, it's
Yeah.
nichey, but it's like so photogenic that it's just really cool
Yeah.
business to be in.
Yeah.
You know.